Welcome back to my little kitchen in the south of Italy. My name is Francesco and today I'm going to prepare some little baby cuttlefish which I'm going to grill, and I'm going to show you a trick to get them nice and tender. With cuttlefish, octopus, anything like that, the best way to cook them is either very quickly or for a very long time. And when it comes to cooking things quickly with just 20 or 30 seconds of cooking time, that deters a lot of people. So what I'm going to do is to dip the cuttlefish literally just for 10 or 15 seconds into boiling water, and then I'm going to grill them. I'm going to get them nice and squashed and crispy, and they'll be tender on the inside. They'll cook quickly and easily. I'm going to serve them with some mashed potatoes, which are going to be seasoned with fresh thyme, a little bit of garlic and olive oil. I first had these in Sicily together with some crispy octopus, so I'm thinking they're going to go really well with crispy cuttlefish. And I'm just going to add a couple of cherry tomatoes to it, and that's going to be my summer lunch. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and do subscribe and come back and follow me for more. Let's cook. For today's recipe you are going to need baby cuttlefish, potatoes, lemon, garlic, fresh thyme, cherry tomatoes, parsley, and some good extra virgin olive oil. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is to peel our potatoes, and then we're going to cut them into relatively small pieces so that they boil quickly. With our potatoes diced, we're going to cut ourselves 2 or 3 slices of lemon to use as a garnish later, and set half aside, which we're going to use to marinate the cuttlefish. Then we're going to coarsely chop a small bunch of parsley, and we're going to halve our cherry tomatoes. In the meantime, we've brought a pan of water to the boil, and we're going to hold the cuttlefish in there and count to 10. After about 10 seconds, they will seem to stiffen up, but in fact, if you were to cut them and eat them now, they'd be tender and you could make a salad out of them this way. I blanch them for 10 seconds like this because that gives us a soft center, and all we need to do is to crisp up the outside on the grill later. And being me, I'm going to use that same water to boil my potatoes in. I added a good pinch of coarse sea salt, and then in go the potatoes. They'll need to boil for about 15 minutes. As you can see, I also added a small clove of garlic. This is going to gently perfume them. They're not going to be overpowering, but they are going to be more flavorful. In the meantime, we're going to season our cuttlefish with a pinch of salt, plenty of freshly ground black pepper, and the juice of half a lemon. Then we're going to add a little extra virgin olive oil, stir them through, and let them sit for 5 or 6 minutes until our griddle pan or grill comes up to temperature. We want it to be scorching hot. After about 10 minutes of cooking, add a small sprig of fresh thyme into the water. You'll be surprised how much flavour this infuses. Now we can make sure that that pan is nice and hot and add the cuttlefish. Make sure to press them down firmly so that we get some good scorch marks on them. You can see how that pan is really hot, and that's how it needs to be to get good results. Press them down, get them nice and scorched, and they will only take 2 minutes on each side. After just a couple of minutes, you'll notice when you press them down that they remain soft. I'm sure you can tell that by just looking at the video. The whole secret is to not overcook them. They need to cook just until you can see that they are well scorched. Then flip them over. It's going to take, as I said, about 2 minutes, maybe 3 on each side, no longer than that. Just make sure to keep the temperature really high so that you get some good scorch marks and they become nice and crispy on the outside. After 15 minutes of boiling, the potato should be tender. At this point, you can pluck out the stalks of the thyme, the leaves will have fallen off. You can also remove the garlic if you so wish, and then all you need to do is drain them and mash them. There's that little clove of garlic that we added. If you want a stronger flavour, leave it in. Mash the potatoes down, and then what we're going to do is add more fresh thyme. Just a couple of sprigs will do. We want it to be a delicate flavour. Then we're going to add some good extra virgin olive oil and mash them through until we get them to the consistency that we like. If you find they're too firm for your liking, you can add a little bit more hot water or more olive oil, but you don't want to overdo it with the oil, and you definitely don't want to add milk, not in combination with the oil. It just wouldn't go well. And now all we need to do is to plate it up. First of all, of course, the mashed potatoes, which we're going to spread out on our plate, and then we're going to go in and add the cuttlefish on top. We're going to add those cherry tomatoes for some colour and freshness. A few slices of lemon in case anyone wants more seasoning and also for some colour. Plenty of coarsely chopped parsley, a last sprinkle of salt and a grind of black pepper. We'll add a final drizzle of your best extra virgin olive oil. Final few touches of green to make the plate look pretty, and then we're ready to enjoy. Buon appetito!